Okay, guys, we're back over at our model. I've let that piece of that plank cool down for about a minute. Then I released it, and as you can see here, we have a curved plank. And as you will notice, it's not curved very severely. In fact, most people are surprised at how gentle that curve actually is. It's probably one of the reasons why this method works so well. So let's give it a test run. Now, if you remember before with the straight plank, how we had to force that into position, I had both hands on it, and I couldn't get it to sit nicely or flat against the bulkheads. Let me see if I can maneuver around the tripod here. But you want to place the end in the rabbet strip, and there you have it. No forcing, and this plank fits quite well. This is also the time when you want to just take a look at how your tapering was and see where your tick marks are, and if you need to tweak this top edge and taper any further. But this plank is fitting really nicely with the curve that we put in there. Also, this is where you want to check how tightly it fits against the plank that's already on the hull. This one probably needs just a little tweaking to fit down super tight against the plank already on the hull, but we can do that. That won't take too long using some sanding sticks. The other thing that I do before I go ahead and glue this into place is I will knock off the inside edge here just a little bit, which helps you get a real nice fit against the plank that's already on the hull, because remember, the hull is curving inward here, and so you want to get a nice tight fit, and so the angle matches. You don't have to have a perfect bevel in there, but if you just knock off this inside edge with a sanding stick along its length or wherever it's needed, and you'll be able to tell that. You'll be able to bring it down nice and tight, and again, we're not using any pressure at all. In fact, you just stick in this thing in the rabbet and it stays in place, and it's super flat against the bulkhead. So we're just about ready to go, and this is the way planking should be. It shouldn't be a chore, shouldn't be a struggle to get your planks in there with a whole bunch of clamps or pins. No pins are needed. Now, when I glue this thing on, well, first of all, before I do so, I'll run a number 2 pencil along this edge to simulate the caulking before I glue it into place. But the planking is the only thing that I'll use CA glue for. I don't want to wait for tight bond PVA glue to set before I get this plank in position. So I do use CA for all of my planking, but that's all I use it for, and then I'll switch back over to tight bond for everything else on the model. So I'll just put a little dab on 2 bulkheads at a time and start gluing it in position, and then slowly with a toothpick I'll do another 2 bulkheads and then put this in, and it sets immediately, and I'll just work my way down until the strip is in place. Also, of course, before you glue it into position, you want to mark and trim the other end so it sits against the frame or the bulkhead that it needs to, so you can conform to your 4 plank shift pattern on the hull. But that's it. I hope this was worthwhile for you, and that you'll give it a try, and I look forward to seeing some of your Winnies get planked up, and you can use this method on just about any hull that you're working on. So I'm sure I will see you on MSW. If anybody has any questions, let me know, or you know where to reach me at sirenshipmodel.com. Thanks.